Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Not going to be a camera today. We are early. The wind is blowing my green screen and getting like a tiny little line. Woo! All right, we got a workout to do. We're going to do it on Rouvy. You will not see my face. You might hear my voice. You'll more likely hear the music. So we've got some fat max intervals to do here. Last couple times we've just done Africa. So my understanding is here, we've got access to all these routes for the workouts, which is tons. Now this is a short loop for this, but this is usually part of a loop that I do. Lake Minnewanka. We're going to check that out. And yeah, enjoy the sights of my little route. Let's go. Let's see if I can figure out where we are right off the hop. Gravel. Car parked. Yeah, this may be a busy route for cars. And a truck is an odd sight here. Hey, Camille. Doing our workout. Afternoon, Gordon. Will not see my face today, which might be a relief for some. But this is my local, one of the routes that I do a lot throughout the year. All right, so these wattages are actually higher based on my FTP than what is prescribed, so I'm just going to click on that to see if we can get it down to, yeah, about there. That's where we want it. Because I'm not quite sure where this starts on this route. Because this is Banff and Lake Minnewanka. I'm not 100% sure where and which direction kind of we're going. I feel like we're going out. I feel like they've taken the bad way. We'll see shortly, I guess. It's a loop. So usually I come in from Canmore and then loop out. The fact that everything feels like we're going towards the Banff town site. Which hopefully we're taking the right or the left loop, I should say. See on the side here. There is a section where the trees open up and you can see the vast lake. But again, if they've started this on the other side, which it looks like they may have, hey, Alex. It's a fun loop. They're going. My legs are feeling it. Definitely. I just don't like, sitting at the same pace, the same wattage the entire time. That's just kind of my thing. I have a hard time, like sitting at 172 watts. Okay, fine, but it's that steady state, I think, that just annoys my muscles. And I try to vary it with cadence, but yeah. I think we're on the west side here. Oh man, such a miss. Like I said, this road is a big loop. And if you go into my back catalog and watch Lake Minnewanka rides that I've done during the vlogs, it is another 2-hour ride. We're just grabbing some footage of me not on the screen for one. Some of the menu stuff as well. I mean, the nice thing with this is that, oh, maybe we are on the... Thing is, I don't quite know where we started. Yeah, I feel like that's your body just dealing with stuff anyways. Like, it's like sustained isometric exercises. If you were to just hold a barbell in front of you at one level, it gets brutal, right? So if you're just kind of maintaining that thing, who knows? I wonder who this is. I might know who this is. Who are you? Don't recognize. Okay, now we're heading out to Banff. Now, if this is the route that they decided to film and upload. It is. See, usually I come off here and head out. Because like I said, there's a beautiful lake out there. Well, there's two beautiful lakes. There's two Jack Lakes and Lake Minnewanka. So why they would film this and put this up is beyond me. Now don't get me wrong, on the other side here, if we go into Banff town site, there's some beautiful views, but that's just me waking up my legs. I'm a firm believer in just like getting warm to race. Yeah, we're heading into the town site here. I go this way a lot too. So we're just on the other side of the highway, which Trans-Canada runs the entire width of Canada, which is huge. And this will run into the town site. Like, I think the video for this is only 10 kilometers, so I don't know, like I said, where they're gonna end. Oh, you can remove the avatars. Oh. Where are we going? Oh, we're going up the mountain. Okay, okay. Let's see what we're doing. It advertised this as a Lake Minnewanka ride. Like, I think we started at the lake and then, like I said, took the crappy side of that loop where there's no scenery, it's just mostly trees. You miss the lakes. Like I said, if you want to see it, search my Lake Minnewanka vlogs. You will see how beautiful that ride is, especially the lakeside. There's a part of that road on the east side that cuts away, and it is gorgeous. Yeah, there's a big difference between warm-up and training ride as well. Like, I would never do 2 hours at 0.5. So today might feel, hopefully, a bit better than the last couple. Number one, I am not up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning to film a recon ride as part of it. Number two, I ate breakfast, unlike the last 2 days. So I should be fueled going in. Yeah, I mean, my big thing is I just want to be warm. And I don't want to be fatigued. I mean, we do 10K before a ride, really low. I just don't want to deplete my energy either. Like, it's not what I would advise for a warm-up either, if you're seriously racing. But let's be honest, like, most of the time, Zwift racing, I'm far from serious. I don't think you guys see serious JD at all. think the only time you may have seen serious JD was when we did the New York Rhino crit, and I had received some awful news. There, I was definitely focused and lasered in on putting in effort. Like I said, cycling may be more expensive than therapy, but cycling is therapy for me. I agree, Alex. Nutrition's a huge part. I'll say this, I know a lot of people are riding to lose weight and all that kind of stuff. And those are fantastic goals, but in terms of performance, calorie cutting and gains are not typically things that go hand in hand. Now, if you're completely untrained, then absolutely can do both. And it's a huge positive aspect. But if you are trained and you're not trying to lose weight, or even if you are trying to lose weight, to make gains at the same time is very, very difficult. It can sometimes be counterproductive. Like I said, there's good information out there, and a lot of cycling nutritionists that will tell you, it's a fine line. You can diet to lose weight, but that really increases your need to fuel properly on the bike, because you're going to deplete if you are running a caloric deficit so fast that you're not going to optimize your rides. And if you watch the last two streams, you'll have seen that with me. Ultimately, I was struggling to kind of keep the intervals. Now I definitely have a bit of fatigue going in to this one. I can feel it in my legs. But part of that was first ride, for whatever reason. And I think it's just the time of year and where my setup is, that the heat's going and the fan's going. So I'm not getting cooled maybe as well as I should be. I lost 3.5 kilos on that first endurance ride. That's too much. And part of that is I probably don't drink enough, which Luca, who was watching the live stream, pointed out to me afterwards. And I think he's right, 100%. So I gotta make sure that I'm doing that. I may set up just a counter to kind of beep at me. All right, best of luck in your race, Gordon. Have fun. Cheers. Haven't had cramps for a while, feel much better. Yeah, that's a real thing, 100% real thing. Man, doing this, I already missed summer. I miss these rides. like I said, I love riding in Banff as much as I can. I mean, if I was a wealthy man, I would move to Canmore and just call that home base and then do the rides from there. Because pro tip and hack is, if you're going to ride the Banff area, if you go into the national park, it's going to cost you a pass to park there. If you want to do that, that's fine. Park at the Banff train station. A massive parking lot, zero cost, but you've already paid to be in there, in a ways. And set off from there. It's a good central point. But that being said, if you're there to ride in the mountains, the best thing to do is park in Canmore and then ride to Banff. So you're going to get your mileage anyways. And then decide what you want to do as part of that loop. You know, do you want to ride out to Johnston Canyon, Castle Mountain, Lake Louise? Do you want to do the Minnewanka loop? You know, you want to do the Castle Mountain loop. I think we're on currently now. There's a sign say here, Tunnel Mountain, yeah. Oh, and this is throwing us back out to Minnewanka. So that's basically the loop. Like I said, this is such a silly starting point for Minnewanka. But again, if you don't live here, I mean, it is beautiful. I mean, for some people, this is all you'll ever get to see. I don't know, it's pretty nice, I would say. Hey, Multisport. I mean, it's completely different. Number one, Rouvy has a ton more to look at. This is one of my local routes for me, and there isn't 2 feet of snow on it that I will ride. All right, Alan. I just has, oh, okay, Multisport LMB. There we go. I have to read beyond the first word. So, yeah, no, it's just, the thing is, like, I think I said the first day that I kind of like loaded up Rouvy and did a workout. So if I was doing a workout on Zwift, everybody knows I will pick Tempest Fugit and we'll just go. I mean, ultimately it's a numbers game. I'm not looking at anything. It's just kind of it. Like, you're there to work out. That's kind of it. If I'm doing that, number one, I'm not streaming these workouts if I'm on Zwift. I do these on my own kind of sweet time. And at the end of the day, I'm not looking at Zwift at all. It's just a way to encapsulate encapsulate data. Been training for an Ironman, a gravel race, trying to decide on platform. Okay, I'll get to something in a second. Now you gotta remember this is day 3 of me here. The bot at some point, Alan, will throw up the Discord, get in there. Rouvy has generously enough, they have a 7-day free trial, and they've generously given a 30-day extension with the code. So if you're new to Rouvy and you sign up, instead of 7 days, you will get 37 to try it out. And then obviously you can cancel before then if you don't like it, whatever the case may be. Or if you like it, continue to go. So that being said, that's in the Discord. It's J Durham is the code you have to use on sign up for that, but it outlines it pretty good on the Discord. And like I said, it just gives you an opportunity to kind of see the platform and use it and see what you like, don't like, and if you want to continue. That being said, Ironman and gravel, Ironman being, whew, you guys are tough. It's bad enough to do one discipline, let alone 3. But Rouvy does have Ironman roots on it. So I don't know what Ironman you're doing. I mean, obviously the focus is going to be cycling, not the running, not the swimming. Ah, there you go. I see. So you know about the Ironman routes on there. You know about the gravel routes. I mean, having routes like this in the data to almost pre-ride is not a bad thing. I mean, like I said, I know this route like the back of my hand. I know where every little crevice and crack and downhill and uphill is. So, I mean, that's local knowledge. Whereas if I go ride somewhere else, like Lifetime Grand Prix gravel, any of those routes, I know nothing, but they have those routes on here. So you can get a little bit of knowledge that way. I mean, it really depends on what your focus is and what you want to get out of it. I have not raced on here yet, so I can't speak to that. Although we plan on doing that. I race all the time on Zwift. That's the team I'm on. And if you like racing, I mean, that works. We'll see. I know the crew's gonna get on Rouvy here, and we're gonna take on a couple races. There's the guy that I don't know who he is. In a way, it would have been funny if it was me, but it's not. What do I mean about Rouvy? I don't know what you mean by that question, Camille. I can get better for race. I focus only on workouts and trainings. So, I mean, training, like Luca, again, thanks Luca Motz, he is my coach. Anybody interested in training with Luca, he is based out of Austria, and his link is down below. I think it's JD50 will get you 50% off for the first month. And this is his training plan I'm on currently. So this comes directly from Intervals ICU. It gets loaded in, and then I do the ride. And then he gets in the info. Oh, nice. Nice, Camille. How do you like it? And then training plans, like, it really kind of depends. Like, I haven't delved into looking into any of the plans they have here, but it looks like they've got some team plans like Trek Liddell, Visma Lisa Bike. So they do have a good number of training options in here. Hey, Katie. Yeah, it's like I said, if you want something to look at, I feel like this has got a lot more to offer. I mean, once you've done Zwift 100 times, and like I'm almost a level 100 on Zwift, it's all very familiar. But for racing, again, familiarity and knowing the routes helps with results. So they have a route builder for Rouvy as well. I'm gonna have to, in the summer, go out and film this route and upload it for my own personal thing. Talk with Josh about it. We have another loop in the city. Oh, there goes my towel. That we do all the time. Oh, nice. Nice, Katie. And we just kind of wanted to get it for the winter. Whew. Sorry, just got to eat here. My time for 40K? No idea. No idea. Usually if I'm doing 40, I'm doing 50 or doing 100. Yeah, I mean, anybody that watches the stream knows I have all the Zwift stuff turned off anyways. The interaction is with my teammates or people I'm riding with, racing with on the Monday. That's kind of it. But you're right. I mean, for some people it's the social aspect. I mean, typically when you're working or training, you're not focused on that stuff. Oh, nice. So what's that, like average 35 kilometers an hour, KD? And is that a specific route you do all the time? Yeah, nice, nice. No. Yes, no, I don't know. Yes to what, no to what? Oh yeah, yeah. No, I get it, Camille. Like, I mean, I'm committed to 3 races a week on Zwift. So it's not like I'm leaving. On the other side of this loop, in real life, there's a nasty kicker that you got to get up. First 100K unlocked. Yeah, and that's what I like about it. It's something refreshing to look at. Only the dogs and sheep on the way are. Funny enough, like I said, if you watch the vlog from here, I set up a camera for a ride by and had to wait because the sheep were trying to eat my GoPro, or they were thinking about it. Oh, they're on Sri Lanka routes. You see them? Nice. I mean, there's 3 Banff routes. You could, I don't know what's on them. There's nothing on this one, but you could see elk, deer, bears, mountain sheep, mountain goats. There's a whole wide variety of things you can run into. anywhere. I don't know where you're from. Black Friday this week. Lots of good sales on. Local bike shops, from Garmin, from Wahoo, Jet Black, you name it. Good time to buy if you're looking to get into it. This weekend specifically. And there's so many online options these days. It really depends on where you are in this world. Colorado, oh, you got tons of options in the States. I mean, Wahoo's got a sale going on this weekend. My understanding is that backpacking, I think .com and REI have some good deals. And then you got a ton of bike shops as well. Yeah, WahooFitness.com I would check out. Or even Zwift. Zwift will have stuff on sale. Because you've got the Zwift store in the US. We don't here in Canada. Being in Colorado, you must be used to this kind of scenery. I think we all do. This takes some work. Whew. So almost done that first 30-minute interval on day 3. Feeling better than the last couple days. I think mainly because of breakfast and not riding fasted. But still definitely feel a bit of fatigue in the legs. I'm like halfway through. I'm gonna keep on going. Oh, they're definitely around, Camille. I think I'm just using the Rouvy bike for these. My first ride I used a Sinelli. I do like how they have it set up with more detail about the bikes and their abilities. I think that's pretty cool. Oh my God. Forgot I'm in ERG. I'm shifting gears because I know after that corner you got to climb a bit. Try to carry your speed up. Ah, nice. This feels better. Whew. Oh yeah, disc all the way. I come from mountain biking. We had disc brakes for a long time on mountain. You need them, especially for big mountain riding. Road, I mean, it was a matter of time. And some of the complaints about disc is just from not being used to how disc works. But it is a far superior method of braking. And unfortunately, if you ride them like rim brakes, you can get yourself in a spot of trouble. Usually people grabbing fistfuls of stuff or locking things up, not modulating properly. It's a skill. So I get it. Like if you've ridden rim brakes your entire life, you've developed that skill and know what to expect. And then when you change to something completely different, like disc, it's wildly different. My heart rate's a little high for my effort, which leads me to believe that fatigue is creeping in. Oh, nice. Where are you racing this time of year? You're not like all snowy in Colorado? Or are you racing somewhere else? I mean, I guess, well, no, it's past October. I mean, we used to go ride in Utah in late October, extend our season. YC. Not sure what that is. Oh, New York City? New York City. What kind of mountain bike race do you have in New York City in this time of year? I mean, where do you mountain bike in New York? Well, I guess the state. race has mastered. Now, almost halfway point. Thanks for the follow on Sarava Kadu, Katie. I just ride. It's whatever the road throws at me. I am not a climber, I am a sprinter. So I'm pretty much a flat pancake rider. But I am not a long sustained climb guy. Not a long sustained anything. That's good. That's good. Somebody's got to love them. Yeah, we feel all right. I mean, I got a race tomorrow and Tuesday, so just being very conscientious of my legs. Trying to pick a cadence where I'm not feeling any strain. But compared to the last two rides, much better. We're well over halfway here. Heart rate came down a good bit. Imagine it'll drop back up to the mid 130s. This effort. It's all sustained. It's not about fast, it's about sitting in zones and adaptive over time. Speed isn't the thing, power is. It's a ride based on power. Power is the same. Last 3 days. Just sticking in these zones for long periods of time. Missed absolutely nothing, Gordon. You just missed the loops and loops and loops of this loop. Thanks, Camille. Man, you got a lot of points, Gordon. That's dedication. I think you and Steph have the most. I think you guys are the two high rollers of the stream. Oh, that's billions, man. Nobody has enough to make me do that. Whew. Although this has a ton of climbs on it, I suppose I'm gonna have to do one. Oh, I'm doing Tuesday, CRL, 100%. That's my stage. It's the only stage that I can maybe do okay in. But to be honest, I got a lot of fatigue coming into it. Tomorrow, I'll probably race light. Warm up the legs, keep it as an opener. And then Thursday is gonna be brutal. Or sorry, Tuesday. The last time I raced it for ZRL, that first lap was so fast. So fast. People have no idea what's coming if they haven't raced that course in ZRL. I love that course. I think I'm good at that route. And that first sprint just makes it so fast. Because a lot of guys that have no plans on being on the front make that pace so high because they're going after early points and then gonna cruise the rest. It makes it ungodly brutal. You're right, it never stops. It's it's a watt fest. I mean, normally it's chill out the gate. And even in a regular race, like people like myself will push the Clyde, but it's not the same as going for points at the end of the day. Makes a huge difference. Rhinos have a lot of teams in the ZRL, I assume. You get to manage all that fun. About 20, wow. It's a lot of work, man. I appreciate anybody who runs a team like that. It's a lot of work. Yeah, and that doesn't make it easier. Well, that's good. It's always good to have good people on your team. That's what I love about a lot of you guys is so many people put in so much work and hard effort to make these things run as smooth as they do. And the organizational skills involved and everything. I mean, guys are all saints as far as I'm concerned. I just have to show up. It's like a herding cat. Yeah. Not surprised. Well, 3/4 of the way there. You guys probably know this road as well as I do by the time we're done. Well, this section of it anyways. Like I said, it's disappointing they didn't go the other way. So much more nicer. I recommend watching that vlog, just Lake Minnewanka, just to see it, because it's beautiful. Such a beautiful lake and view and everything. Oh, it does, but like I said, this was a training ride. It's all powered based, so gradient, all that kind of stuff doesn't matter. I mean, speed isn't really relative either here. We're just holding power. But it does, when you ride regular, the interface is different. It's got the top, it'll show draft, which is a nice feature. Oh yeah, I plan on doing it. The Monday Mafia crew plans on doing a group ride. I wanted to do this because I thought it would be much more spectacular than doing the west side. But plan on racing one as well, so absolutely, we'll have it all in the Discord. And everybody's welcome to join. And the only thing that's really suffering is my seat, because sitting on a trainer for this long is never fun. I don't care how good your bib shorts are. That was earlier. I was gonna say, for real realism, this being Alberta, somebody would probably throw a beer at you. Not even kidding. Or a bottle. I have cameras, front and rear. Some pretty nasty people in this world, unfortunately. But, I mean, the good thing is, I just hand that over to the authorities and they deal with it, which is probably better for the driver, because my dealing with it, probably not as nice. And I'm not going to tell any stories, but if you ever meet Coach Steve, you can ask him personally, and he will tell you some stories about how things get handled. And the awakening that some people get. Because I think most people think roadies are skinny, weak pencils that are easy to bully. It depends on what side of the story you're on for that, Alex. I mean, truth of the matter is, being a fighter, fighting in the real world is silly, you just get hurt. The problem is that, I mean, if push comes to shove, it's not like most people who don't if we're getting into any kind of physicality like that versus somebody that trains, like somebody trying to punch me isn't a big deal in the same way that it is for somebody who's probably never had a fight since grade school. But to be fair, you are always best to revert to your word before anything else. And I always try to calmly explain why people are idiots and why what they're doing is dangerous and why it's not appreciated, and maybe to look from a different perspective. But unfortunately, sometimes people are just looking for confrontation. And unfortunately, sometimes I'm more than happy to oblige. But again, always use your words. Always try to talk. It's never good. You never want to deal with the aftermath of that stuff anyways. It's a pain in the ass. It's better to just let it go. Understand that people, you don't know what people are going through. So that guy that's a bad driver that's being an asshole, he might have a lot of things going on bad in his life. And unfortunately, sometimes people are the recipients of that. All I'm just trying to say is be the best person possible. Whether you're driving a car or riding a bike, it's a two-way street. Well, I'm going to tell you, as we start moving towards this last interval, breakfast makes a huge deal in feeling good in these rides. And drinking more. Hey, that's a great place to warm up, Gordon. Best of luck in your race, my dude. Have fun. It's funny how something small can end up. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like I said, most people I find when they're angry at cyclists, number one, they seldom run into cyclists. It's like none of us are riding where there's a ton of people. And it's just like, I don't know, people are so inconvenienced. But you see it when you're driving anyways, like, there's very little courtesy on the roads. People are way too aggressive. And I drive a big lifted Jeep. And it's like, people are just nuts. They're just nuts. Like I said, here with winter, I'm in 4-wheel drive. I'm still taking it easy because, man, like, I can get going good, I got winter tires on, big winter tires, got good grip, and then 4-wheel drive. I can get going. Doesn't mean I can stop. So you take it easy. But people drive around, here especially, a lot of people don't throw winters on, which is insane to me and drive like it's summer. And then wonder why we set records for like 500 vehicle collisions in a day. The first day we get like a centimeter of snow. Yeah, it's we don't have a lot of pure cycling lanes here. We got what they call multi-use pathways, which are shared by both. And it's problematic because the speed limit on those is 20 kilometers an hour, which anybody that rides a road bike knows that that's like barely pedaling and you're beating that time or that speed. So you got people walking, skateboarding, rollerblading, electric bikes and non-electric bikes, one wheels, all sorts of stuff. We do have dedicated bike lanes, but they're few and far between. And to be honest, most of the time they're filled with Amazon delivery drivers, which is a pain in the ass. Ooh. But yeah, I mean, common courtesy goes a long way in all realms. I just feel like some of that has been lost over the past 5 years. I thought with our, things that transpired, that it would make people appreciate life and bring people closer together. It just seemed to make people more angry and entitled, which I find weird. Thought it would have had the opposite effect, but nope. Yes, you do. And it's disproportionate. So if I go 20 kilometers an hour or 10 kilometers an hour over in a vehicle, I think it's a $50 odd fine. If I break the speed limit on a bike on a municipal pathway, it's a couple $100. So makes zero sense. But to be fair, you hardly ever see enforcement. I'm not proud to say this, but like, I am not a person that really likes to misrepresent things or say things that aren't true, but at the end of the day, I speed all the time. In fact, I'd be hard pressed to be not speeding. But I also select routes where there's nobody on it. And if I go through the core, I respect those limits because there's a lot of people and I don't want to hurt anybody. And that's called just being a decent human being and not being problematic. But there are people that do it. Like, I mean, you can go and look at my Strava and see my average times will get brought down by some of these sections where I do have to kind of adhere to things. You'll see my average speed is never below the limit. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you have to take that into consideration. I mean, it's, you can always go to court and fight it if you get a ticket. And I'm not honestly sure how accurate their computers are or their speed traps are. Like I said, you don't get them very often. When they do set up, they are in areas that really, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, that if you are whipping through there on a road bike, you're kind of a dick. So there's that. And watching the cars driving around. Oh yeah, I mean, the truth is though, like I said, the way Rouvy set this up is that it's all, like if I go slower, the frame rate slows down. I go faster, the frame rate speeds up. So if you're sitting behind a car, there's a car that they filmed during the route, it's kind of like a, especially if you're behind it, you're not going to get any close, Marcus. Which is kind of weird because I was riding one route and the distance between me and the car, I'm like, well, if they're going to go that speed, I would speed up and pass. But as you speed up, the car speeds up, so it's a never-ending chase. But it's all good. I mean, I ride outside all the time, so I mean, seeing vehicles like this, nothing. I mean, I ride with a radar, a rear radar, which is, if you ride outside, and this is not sponsored, the Varia from Garmin is worth its weight in gold for just awareness, especially with electric cars. Not this road, but the road to Lake Louise. We got past, and that road's like a 60-kilometer-an-hour road, and I think we were doing like 70 on the descent, which, you know, not terribly fast, but fast enough. And we got past, I saw the bike computer starts flashing because it identifies like how fast something's coming up, and it was going bonkers. And this guy passed us like nothing, and he didn't move over either. Like, it was like a pretty close pass. Now, aside from that, I mean, you just get used to vehicles passing you. I mean, you really have to trust that they're not distracted. No, this is it for my weekend training there, Camille. Like I said, this is day 3 with the new coach, Luca Motz. His link's down below. Code JD50, he'll give you 50% off his first month. And I know he's got limited spots, so I'm just transferring from trainer road to an actual cycling coach. Agreed, I have Varia also. Exactly. It's not going to stop anything from happening if it's going to happen. But, I mean, if you ride on roads, sometimes where there's big rigs, at least you're ready for, and you'll know what I mean by this, the inevitable big rig suction and blow as it passes. Especially out here on the prairies, when you're not in the mountains like this, when there's a big wind day and you're fighting the wind anyways. Wow, what a difference breakfast made for this ride. Like I said, the last two I suffered. J Durham, J-D-I-R-O-M, Camille, if you're looking to add me as a friend. And like I said, all the details for how to get the 37 days for free is in the Discord. And we'll have a race, probably a group ride, and I'll probably take you through one of Luca's training things too. I'm not sure, Marcus, 100%. Number one, I'm older, so I'll be Masters 55 plus, you know, getting towards the middle of that. I raced cross this year. I did terrible, but I did all right. I did pick up 18 points, UCI points from my race, which put me on the unaged category, just outside top 50, which is kind of crazy. So I might do a season of cross, mainly because I find like cross lower speed a little more akin to my mountain biking background, where bike handling's a thing, and very punchy. It was way too punchy, the first one. And I hate sand, and there was a ton of sand in this. Oh, it is 100%. I mean, let's put it this way, Marcus. I lined up in my last cross race, and I'm looking at guys, and there's like kids. And when I mean kids, I mean like tiny 16, 17-year-old kids that have won provincials and are now racing men's. And it's wild. My last race, I want to say the average age was 30 plus years younger than me. And I mean, these kids are moving up, you know, you give them a bowl of sugar and they can just go. And they're light and small, which I am not. So it's nuts. It is absolutely nuts. But, you know, like I said, I'm out there to enjoy myself, and I don't mind getting pushed by people, and I don't care if I am dead ass last, which I was not in that race. But still, like, it gives me room to grow and something to work for. Because I find with sport, for me, if I got a goal to focus on, I'll be a lot less lazy. So, I don't know, it's just about having fun. And I mean, it's funny, like, you go to the lineup and stuff like that, kid looks at you, and he's like, wow, he's like, you're racing? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, that's cool. He goes, you're like way older than my dad. I'm like, who's your dad? And he points over somewhere, and the guy's like, probably in his like early 30s. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then the kid says to me, he's like, He just drinks beer and watches TV. So, I don't know, it's all relative. Like, the big thing is just to go out and have fun, you know, challenge yourself, live your best life, do what you like doing. And for me, that's always been riding bikes in some capacity. Oh yeah, no, like, to be honest, Marcus, like, the guys that are my age, typically left in cross, or any racing for that matter, are all ex-pros, ex-champs, ex-whatever. Like, even my friend Mitch, who you've seen in the vlogs, like, you know, and Mitch is like 20 years younger than me, and he's retired from, I mean, he still rides, but he doesn't race anymore. He's got a family, new family, all that kind of stuff. But, I mean, he was provincial champ here, you know, Canada Cup, all that kind of stuff. Like, and then all the guys that I used to film with and ride with were pros for the films. So, I mean, I'm always used to being the glue eater anyways. Oh yeah, I mean, youthful, vigorous goes a long, long way, man. Like, when I retired professionally, which was, I was like 32, 33, I mean, I weigh the exact same as I did then, now. But if you look at the physicality of me then versus now, it is a different person. Because there was not an ounce of fat of me back then. And I cannot say the same at this point at all. Yeah, they've got all their potential ahead of them. Like I said, I mean, it's fun to race them too in cross because they're looking to move up and they're deadly serious and they aren't messing around. And they have an upper heart rate that is a hospital trip for me. And like I said, it's awesome to watch. Exactly, it's aging the best you can, you know. Working out, muscle mass, all becomes very important as you get older. And if you don't work on it, I mean, you lose it. And that's the big thing moving forward. Like I said, for me, racing just helps me have goals. It helps push me because if Gordon was still here and not racing, he would tell you, I will noodle around at half a watt a kilo as a warm-up. You let me do that all day, I'll do it all day, but it's not really helping. Whereas doing a 2-hour endurance ride like this is much more beneficial. Oh, they're bots, they're ghost riders. Because this is a workout, it's just to kind of visually break things up for me. There we go. Finished. So what I've learned from this too is, like, my trainer does drop out from time to time. Rouvy picks it up a lot better than Zwift, the dropouts. And a couple of those are just me repositioning myself. But yeah, they are bots. They are 100% bots. See, oh yeah, that's right. You can scroll down. So zone 2 power, but I'm spending most of my time in zone 3 heart rate. Like I said, I think that's drifted up. Mainly because the last two, so yesterday was 2.5 hours, day before was 2. Both were fasted workouts, so I started feeling it like right about here really badly in the last couple. Today I felt much better because I ate breakfast. So you can see, starts, drifts up for the first one, drops down a bit, but it's pretty consistent. Although that I would like to have dropped down a bit more for the last 15, but it's probably because I was talking a lot. J. Durham on Rouvy, it should be. We'll see that in a second here. So J. Durham. Burn 25 calories, 100K, climb 1,000 meters, bunch of things. We had a bunch of points to spend on gear. So, like I said, this is what I like about this compared to Zwift. Like, I'm on this bike. Not that it matters what you really kind of ride, but when you take a look at bikes, it's got the dot rating, which is kind of like the star rating on Zwift, but it breaks it down really, really well here to show you like that is 100% a climbing bike. I can also show, I think it's showing you it is. So these green dots are showing the improvement over what I'm actually on. So, terrible bike that. Who's gonna ride that? And then you've got a bunch of bikes to unlock. Which again is like, oh, there's a lot. Oh my God. Willier, Look, Ventum, Giant, more Williers, Live, Specialized, Cervelo, Trek, and then same with wheel sets. No, I don't want the TT bike. Same thing, like you can see, like the 35 is a much better climbing rim than the KDEX 65. It's a little bit of a trade-off with aero and weight between the 42s and the 65, so all kind of cool. What can be looked at here, and clearly 35,000 is going to buy me nothing. Might buy me these. So again, something to kind of thing to dive into. I got the Ride Across Britain gear going, but a bunch of different shorts and jerseys, socks, shoes, watches, you name it. You can customize it. Kind of disappointed there's only one set of glasses. You've sent? Okay, now. Hey, there we go. That easy. And that's how easy it is to accept a friend request. Like I said, there is a ton of stuff here. Recommended rides, challenges, workouts. So like Viz Melissa bike workouts, Trek Liddell. They've got all sorts of things. Training plans. See, this is kind of cool. Unbound Ready. An FTP builder with sprinter plan, 4 weeks, 4 hours a week. Lays it all out. Challenges, routes, like I said, there's so many routes here. Stuff like this is what appeals to me, because like when I was looking to do Unbound, just knowing even a section, even if it's 20 kilometers, 30 kilometers, knowing exactly what it looks like and feels like is kind of thing.
Like I said, Marcus, if you want to try it out, there is a code in the Discord, in my Discord. You get, normally it's 7 days free on Rouvy. You get 37 days with the code, and to try it out and see if you like it. Nice thing is it has the calendar as well. It looks better, I think, on the app. Alpine Peaks with Andrew Feather. Those of you who watch GCN will know Andrew Feather. So you get to ride with a man that's going to absolutely crush up that thing. And then workouts, like I said, the nice thing is this here is auto-populated. So that's Luca's. Luca's workout is just automatically there for me. Like I said, 16 workouts, Lisa Bike, all the different things. Seb Kuss, Jonas Vingegaard, Matteo, Woot, Yates, like some big hitter names. I mean, I know a lot of people were pumped from the Matthew Van Der Poel ride. There was like 3,000 people on that. Unfortunately, I was working, but very cool. Alpine, I want to do with you. I am slow. I'm a slow climber. So yeah, here's my workouts that that Luca sends to me. So they're all ready to go in my calendar. I just click a button and it's time to ride. It's kind of cool. And then, like I said, we're gonna figure out. We'll have it in the Discord. We'll do a Monday Mafia ride. We'll pick a race. We'll do it, or we'll create an event and get it going and have some fun here on Rouvy. But there are all sorts of things to go. So Sunday race, they don't look hugely populated, although like these are hours from now, like 14 minutes, 3 people. I mean, that's the hard thing. I mean, most people probably are not giving up Zwift to come race here necessarily, but that being said, I mean, I appreciate the I'm a consistent climber. You're kind. I hate life. Please kill me now. Kind of climber. Yeah, there's a lot more to look at. Like, I mean, this is only day 3 and I have only done kind of a couple things. Like, I mean, you can see I've done, in the first 3 days, I've done 145 kilometers, 1378, 4 hours, 57 minutes, total work, burned calories, unique routes, countries visited, no races, no challenges, a couple workouts, average power. This is not anywhere near, like, you gotta think, I've been riding that kind of wattage for 2.5 hours. So that is not my FTP. Yeah, and I got a 20-minute power of 200. But like I said, I've only been doing, yeah, it's, like I said, for anybody, the hardest thing with anything is like, Zwift came out first, and that's where the population of racers are. There's a huge community that's built around that. That is hard to compete with. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's like, what do you want out of your riding? I mean, if you are, like, let's be frank. If you're a racer, you're probably going to want to be on Zwift because of the population of racers in that, and the number of events, and ZRL and WTRL and all those kind of things that go on, all the different leagues. That makes a huge difference for what you're going to want, you know, to do as a racer. But if you're there strictly to train, it becomes a different conversation. Like I said, I mean, for me, I just ride around on Tempest Fuji typically when I do my workouts. I don't even look at it. I'm watching the TV in front of me. I am watching the big screen. I'm not really kind of doing anything else beyond that. Like I really don't care what's on the screen. But that being said, you know, it's nice to kind of see what's going on at the end of the day. Ooh, we're back. Sorry guys, I had that turned off because I wanted to kind of get some footage captured for this, because like I said, I want to explore as deep as I can into the thing, do my training rides, and see what's what within the platform at the end of the day. You know, it's I've been on an Indie Velo, I've been on my Whoosh, I've been on Rouvy now. This is my first time on Rouvy. Zwift, obviously. You know, I used to ride Peloton when my wife had the Peloton. It's there's a lot of good things about all sorts of things. I'm on Trainer Road. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you know, there's a lot of things that platforms offer that are different from the other. Like Trainer Road, there's nothing graphic about it. You look at a bar graph, but it works. Like I said, Mitch on two wheels, who I talked about earlier. Mitch, who was provincial champion, like he's just on Trainer Road. He doesn't even ride on Zwift. Like Zwift is a non-starter for him. He has no interest in it. Oh, nice. Nice, Alan. Nice. I just finished mine, so that's 2 hours of endurance done for me. So it's like I said, what was enjoyable about that was that whole Minnewanka loop, even though, like I will still complain that they really messed up. Watch my Lake Minnewanka vlog. Search it on the channel. You'll see what I mean. The other side, you get to see the lakes. It's way different. It's way nicer. It's screwed up. But that being said, there is a route builder for Rouvy, and I can definitely probably do that next summer. I will probably go out with a camera. I know I was talking with Josh, who is also, if you've watched the vlogs, you'll have seen Josh numerous times. There's a couple loops that we do and routes that we do that, and he's got one loop that he likes in particular, and he's like, I would love to ride that all winter long, because roads that you ride all the time, you know the punches, you know the climbs, you know the things, you know your pacing, you know that, all that kind of stuff. When you use a loop all the time, you'll use it as a benchmark sometimes. And it can be hard here with the wind. Like some days you'll go out and it's you'll do it, you know, in an hour and a half. And then some days there's a massive headwind and it's an hour and 50 minutes. But, you know, you can time your efforts. It's all kind of cool. So there you go. I will also start Rouvy streams. Oh, cool, Camille. That's cool. It was a group ride race, and I finished 11th out of 23. Nice. Well done, man. I still have yet to jump on a race. Like I said, my weekends with what Luca's got me doing are basically training stuff. I'm pretty sure he would like me to race less than I am, but like I said, I'm committed next 2 weeks for ZRL on Tuesday. Monday, I always race. That's been the thing. That's always been my thing, is the Monday stream. That's typically when I just stream. And then Thursday is the Rhino Crits. We always have fun, go out, have a blast, try to get some people some wins, goof around. Gordon and Paul always do a great job setting those up, and they're heavily attended races, so all that kind of fun. But yeah, no, I appreciate you guys that have been dropping in and watching the stream, and I understand that, you know, watching my training rides, probably not the most fun, and, you know, being endurance, at least I can talk a little bit, although when the heavier workouts come, probably not so much. I'll just be like grin and bear it kind of thing. Hey, question for you. Does the trainer that you have use a front end that goes up and down? It does not. I am just on a wheel block. That's it. As much as I would like to have a kicker climb or something along those lines, because I think Elite makes them and a couple other companies do as well, it's just not in the budget yet. maybe if I switch to a dedicated bike versus a bike on the trainer, that might be a different thing, something like a Wahoo. But we'll see. It's like my big complaint about the trainer is that being in a static position for a long time hurts more than anything else. I find that I've got to reposition myself. I think that having the up and down might alleviate some of that. As far as climbing goes, I hate climbing on the trainer. It just feels weird. I would much probably rather have the front end go up, because I am, in the real world, I am a body English climber, which is probably not the most efficient, but I am a big guy. It's like anything cycling. You got to kind of budget and, get what you want and need first. You could have 100 different things. I mean, I spent a lot of time on the trainer, but it just it just hasn't been a priority, I guess. Like I said, I think that I'm more inclined to get something like a Wahoo bike or something that automatically tilts versus taking the wheel off the bike and having something attached to it like that. That's just me. I don't know. I could be wrong. I know some people that have them love them, but again, like I said, for climbing, it makes a difference. But then I like to swing, and this isn't really a swingy thing. And then you're probably looking at getting the balance boards there. Forget the name for it now. It's not a balance board, but you know what I mean. It's so there's a little bit of movement. But again, like for those things, it's counterintuitive to sprinting because it changes to the opposite side. And if you're like me and like to pull it, really like to throw your weight, which I do, like anytime you guys watch me race and you see me sprint, you will see that like I am moving things.
Yep, I have a front wheel riser. It's a bit nicer to ride in general.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, for me, and again, I'm upset with you, Wahoo, because you just like totally dissed Canada. He kept sending me emails that everything's on sale, and it's not, because I'm in Canada, but they tend to be like pricey. So we haven't got that far yet. Same here, winter area that we live. Trainer is critical. I'm in Gaylord, Michigan, on the 45th parallel. Yeah, no, it's I'm sure you have the same. Like up until last week, we were good, and then it like snowed and the temperature has stayed down, and now it's like it's going to be this till April at the earliest. Rocker plate. Thank you very much. Why would I not remember what that is? Balance board. All I could think of is balance board. Probably because I was using one to do some like pistol squats the other day. Oh boy. See, and that's the thing, Dave. It's like I've had this conversation with people. I always ask like about the sprints, right? And it's some people have come to riding as an exercise thing, and they start on the trainer versus outside, whereas this is like just to maintain fitness, during the winter. But there's a definite technique to sprinting. A lot of people say when they sprint, pull up on the handlebars, and it's like, yes, you pull on your handlebars, but it's not an up motion, it's a towards. So when you're sprinting, you're actually pulling, kind of from the curve of your bars into your hips. That's where the drive is, because you're making that compression as you drive forward, you're pulling back. So, I don't know if it's just how people articulate it. Like they're probably doing the right thing, but some people I know, they think that they're lifting up, and it's not a lift up to drive that force. And it's a very, very big thing. I kind of want to get a fixed wheel static bike so I can do work on some sprint stuff as most of you know, I do a lot of weight training and stuff like that to help build some power there, like some explosive power. Oh yeah, it's definitely a whole body thing, Dave. It is definitely a whole body thing. But I would love to be able to do, and I don't want to do it on a carbon bike on a trainer, but I want to do isometric starts and I want to do isometric drills. For those of you who maybe come from a bit of a track background will know that there are dead portions in your pedal stroke, that some of those starts, if you start from a weird position and have like the tension on like super hard where you can barely move it, you can help develop that portion of your pedal stroke and the power through it, which is really cool. And then as well, like you can, with an actual bike that's a fixed gear and stuff like that, like you can really kind of hammer on that for the power, which is really fun as well. Your sprinting technique's horrible. Well, yeah, but if if you understand it, it makes a big difference. You know, it might be terrible, but it's all part of a game. Like, not everybody's game is created equal. Like I said, I am a terrible climber. I will be the first to admit it. And my long power is terrible. I can generate short power great. I can recover quick, and then I can do it again. But, for anything over 5 minutes, like, forget it. Like, I am toast. I am absolutely toast. But anyways, guys, I'm going to hit the shower. I appreciate you all dropping in, and I appreciate the chit chat. Thank you so much. I know you've probably been getting spammed with, I've streamed, I think, every day this week, which is crazy for me. Again, if you're interested in trying out Rouvy, head over to the Discord. It has all the information there. If you're interested in getting a trainer or getting your winter plan going, Luca Motz, his link is down below. I believe the code is JD50. Hey, Luca is already texting me. This man is on it. He is on it. Okay. Let me see. I know he gave me a code to give you guys. I think it's JD50. I think it's something like that. If I'm giving you the wrong information, I apologize, and I'm sorry, Luca, as well, if I am. Yeah, it's JD50. So code JD50 will get your viewers 50% off for the first month. Cancel anytime. So there you go. So you can try it out for a month for a huge discount and see if you like it or not. So there you go. I know he's got limited slots, so. But anyways, guys, appreciate it. We're gonna talk with the coach, give some feedback, and we'll catch you all. We'll see you tomorrow for the race with the rest of the Monday Mafia and crew. Hopefully you'll be there racing with us, having some fun. Until next time, see ya.
1, 2, 3.